Okay, here we go. I think we're good. Hi guys, and welcome to afternoon live at Ron's Keto Cafe. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? Well, today is Thursday. It is February 13th. We're already halfway through the month already. Almost 2 months gone by already. 2025. It's been okay for me. I'm 100% better as far as my cold and flu goes. Today is Thursday, as I stated. I'm once again at the Burbank Hospital here in downtown Fitchburg. There, waiting for my wife. She's got an appointment today to have an infusion shot for her blood count. And yeah, so I worked last night till 9 o'clock, and I worked the day before. Now I'm off again to Wednesday and Thursday next week. Got 10 hours scheduled for next week, so it should be a good week for me next week. And because there are sometimes when she calls me in, asks me to come in a day off, or come in earlier sometimes. But I'm pretty much fine with what I been getting for hours. But yeah, so yesterday we started what's called the beef and butter fast. And for those of you guys and gals don't know what a beef and butter fast is, basically what it sounds like, beef and butter. And so we basically, the reason why we're doing that is because we wanted to get rid of a lot of these unwanted carbs. And typically when I do a beef and butter fast, I'll lose about between 8 to 10 pounds. And when it's all said and done, usually a solid 6 pounds usually stay off of me. But I've been feeling pretty good, and I wanted to do it again because I tried doing it back in January, and I got deathly sick again. I got a second round of the flu and the cold. And yeah, so that's all gone. Yeah, I worked late last night to 9 o'clock, and the day before I went in earlier and I did the afternoon shift. But it's pretty good. The job's coming along good. I enjoy helping the store out. It's a fun job. So we went to the market basket the other day to pick up some eggs and some water because I was all out of eggs and I was all out of water, and the store was all out of eggs and the store was all out of water. So I went back in the next day, and I heard they had got a late shipment in that same day, and I found my eggs, I found my water, I found the sausage, but on the eggs, I just got what I can afford. I got the regular store-bought cage-free eggs, and I did notice what a big difference they are on the organic eggs. The last time before that, I had bought some organic eggs because they were the same price, and the color of the organic eggs was much darker than the regular eggs that you bought. So I'm thinking about going down locally somewhere in one of the local farms and seeing if I could buy some local farm eggs and see if there's any difference in the taste, if there's any difference in the size of the egg and the color. And I noticed on the market basket egg there that they tasted like eggs, but the texture was different than the regular eggs that I've been eating from Pete's Farm. How you doing? I just want to see your name. Okay. Fun up. Okay. Yeah, so I'm doing a beef and butter fast this week, and I'm in my car. I'm waiting for my wife to. She just went in for a doctor's appointment. She'll be here at least 3-4 hours. But yeah, I picked up a lot of ground beef this past week. I picked up pot roast. I picked up a smoked shoulder and some more chicken and basically the hot dogs and the usual stuff that my wife and I both like. And I'm going to be doing a beef and butter fast right up until the end of next week. Now, I have eggs during the morning. When I get up in the morning, I usually have 2 or 3 eggs. That's never going to change. And I have some sausages with it. And then I have 2 or 3 cups of coffee. And right now I feel pretty good. I got up early last night at 2:30. I couldn't sleep. I thought I'd sleep real good after being on my feet for 4 hours last night when I got home at 9 o'clock. And next thing I know, I fell asleep, and then I woke up at 2 o'clock, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. And then after I had a breakfast or whatever, I went back to bed for a couple more hours. And last night we got about 2 inches of snow in our city there, and yeah, it was icing out this morning for a little while, and now it's pouring raining outside. So the cars are completely covered with water right now. I just saw the maintenance guy here at the hospital. They're throwing some salt down because when when I cleaned the snow off this morning, it had just flipped over to ice. And it was like an ice skating ring outside in the parking lot. In fact, that everybody moved their car like they were supposed to. But when I went up to my doctor's appointment, they hadn't plowed yet. So I'm hoping when we get home it'll be all plowed out. And yeah, so I feel really bad for my neighbor. He came knocking at the door this morning, and somebody hacked into their bank account. And they took almost 500 out of the checking account. And now it's going to be about a week or two before he gets that money back. And so basically, what happened is he's about my wife's and my age. His wife, for some reason, lost his Social Security check. She don't get that anymore. They're on one income. So the other day he fell and he broke his hip, and now he's got a steel rod in his hip. And so he asked me this afternoon if I could take him over to CVS to get some medication there. And I told him, yeah, he doesn't have any money to pay for it. I told him, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. Just told him you don't even have to pay me back. But anything I could do to help out a neighbor. They're a nice couple, but I feel so bad for them. I don't know why Social Security cut his wife off from getting her check there. And I mean, that's, when you see all the government waste over the last week and a half with the thing going on with Elon there, I got a couple across the hall that fall within my age category. My wife's, and she's not even getting Social Security anymore. I don't get it. I really don't get it. There's something wrong with that. That whole system needs to be fixed, and I hope they fix it at some point, because a lot of people that fall within our age category, being on Social Security or retirement or disability, if you're on one income, you can't get by. If your rent equals out to your entire check, how do you get by for the rest of it? It's important, and you need a car. They don't have a car. But it's rough on them to get around even. And I got a car, but God forbid if something happens to my wife, guess what? I ain't going to have the car no more, because I'm not going to be able to afford it. I mean, my rent will stay the same, but all my check goes for the bills and our monthly expenses and credit cards. And so, when you're on retirement money, it really, really sucks. And so, I feel bad for them, because I'm in that situations at some times where we really, really struggle, and that's why I've been struggling to get my weight down, because what happened over the last several months here, I got to buy box foods, and I got to budget our money accordingly. I got to get something both my daughter and I like. And of course, if I'm doing say like a hamburger helper type thing, and which I love, the macaroni hamburger helper, I have to have 2 or 3 slices of bread with it, and that sort of thing. And that's all carby junk that's still good, and I gain weight from it, and I struggle with this, and but I'm realizing about all that now, and I know about it, and should I do anything about it? I said, well, if you're serious about losing weight and continue with a weight loss, you need to really get your act together. So I'm really, really trying. I'm still staying away from that stuff right now. My freezer's all full of meat right now, and I'm good to go right now. And every time I go shopping now, with my wife, when I go to these stores like Hannaford's and Market Basket and Walmart's and all those other type of stores that we go to all the time, even if I don't need something, if I see something like meats, I'll pick up 1 or 2 pieces of the meat just to keep resupplying my freezer. I got a chest freezer. The only thing I regret about buying it is that I wish I would have got an upright freezer in there, because it's hard to keep your meats organized in a chest freezer, and then you got to bend down way low to get them. So I was thinking about, like, maybe later on in the summertime, or maybe late in the fall there, I'll probably wind up giving that one away and getting an upright freezer, and so I can keep that meat more organized, But yeah, and so we're doing a beef and butter fast now up until about maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I did ground beef. I made my wife 2 hamburgers yesterday, and the rest of the ground beef, I fried it up. I had a couple slabs of butter with it, and then I had some of that low carb, sugar-free used barbecue sauce. And then I, excuse me, and then today I made a stir fry, and of course I had my eggs in the morning, and then the stir fry came out really, really good. I'm gonna cough drop. My wife took the water with her. So we had the stir fry, and today, and then tomorrow I'm making. I got another piece of steak for today if I'm still hungry. and I'll probably do that in the air fryer. Now I'm filming this all out and show you how I fix everything all up. And then tomorrow I'm taking out a pot roast. So I'm going to do that in the crock pot. And then on Saturday, I'm not sure what we're going to have Saturday yet, but Sunday I bought a nice smoked shoulder. I'm going to do that up in the Instant Pot. And I got some chicken. Saturday I might wind up doing some chicken in the Instant Pot. And if you haven't got an Instant Pot, don't be afraid of them because just make sure the seal is vent when you close the lid. You put a little bit of water, a little bit of chicken stock, or beef stock in your meat. And I always buy those McCormick flavor bags. Those are really, really good. And then when I want to do true keto, I'll make my own spice rub and I'll put it on the chicken and then put it right into the Instant Pot and with a cup of water or a cup of broth, and then I'll close the lid. And then if I'm doing like, for instance, drumsticks, I'll put that on for like 20, 25 minutes, and when I pop the lid and everything, they're falling right off the bone. So, and how I do the baby back ribs, I'll put the baby back ribs with a little bit of red sauce on it, put some stock in it, and then close the lid for almost 45 minutes, and I'll vent it, and then I'll put it on a bacon rack, and I'll pop that in the oven and put a crust on it. It'll come out really, really good. But that's how I cook up ribs. And some of the stuff I got filmed out already. I just got to do the video editing and put it up on the channel. Um, Again, I worked last night to 9 o'clock, and the day before I went in from 1 o'clock to 5:30. And then next week I go on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday I'm working like 4:30 to 9 next Wednesday, and then I go back in Thursday morning. I'm doing she's got me down for 10:30. I think she said 10:30. 10:30 to 5:30. So it's 5 hours both days, anyways, and 4.5 one day. But it's been going along really good. I hadn't posted any live videos in a while, and I was just seeing who's watching my videos this morning. Your wife? No, she didn't leave me. We've been married 45 years. She's not gonna leave me. Uh, you know, she's over there having her appointment this afternoon, and I got watching this guy. Are you serious? So it's pouring and raining out. Some guy about 70 years old, he's jogging around the parking lot at the hospital over here he doesn't even have a hoodie on. He's got a sweatshirt on, a pair of gloves, and a hat. I mean, to me, okay, whatever. I guess it doesn't bother some people, but not me. I got my hat here. Just took it off a little bit. And my Bruins hat over here. He happened to be off for a few days, but so, I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs or not. But my Celtics look pretty good, and the Red Sox signed that big player yesterday from Houston there for $200 million. I heard for 3 years. So I think we're going to have a good team this year, considering the last few years for the Red Sox fans. Anyways, the season has been terrible. But we'll see what happens this year. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about the Patriots coming back next year, and I'm looking forward to the new head coach and who they might be drafting in this year's draft. They draft number 4 this year or 5, something like that. But overall, I think they're going to be pretty good as we go forward there. So I'm looking forward to my sports, and I don't really do too much other than that. And I still go on the channels and I watch the back channels about the stuff that the news agencies aren't telling you about right now. And so I'm well informed of what's going to happen next. And, a lot of it's coming to pass. And we'll see what happens, with everything else. And that's why I keep telling people to just hang on one more day, because I promise you it will get better. It always does. And with all these lies they've been telling us over the years, the truth is finally coming out about a lot of these, and a lot of those people are running scared right now because they know they're going to be going bye-bye, so, hey, you know what? It is what it is, it'll be quite interesting going forward, But this is about all I got to say anyways, but thank you so much for coming along with Ron and Ron's Keto Cafe, and I do have my support group there, Ron's Keto Cafe on Facebook, and you're welcome to join me over there. Post your videos and photographs and stuff, and YouTube channel if you have one. and constantly looking for recipes. If you got any ideas, what you want me to make anything for low carb. I don't do a keto 100%, but I do keto most of the time. And the times I'm not doing keto, I make a lot of low carb meals that are kind of like keto. And I'm trying to keep it eliminate as many carbs as I possibly can, because the low you when I was losing all my weight that very first year I did keto, I lost 100 pounds exactly to the date. And I really took write everything down, how much I ate, right, figured it right out to the exact carb. And I want to go back to doing some of that again now that I'm out a little bit ahead on meat, and I feel pretty good again. My hip is not bothering me anymore. Those of you might not know, I had both hips out. I had the right one done last year, and 2 years ago I had my left one down there. Or yeah, it was vice versa, the other one. But yeah, everything's been good. I could bend over, tie my shoes. I could do push-ups and all that stuff there, no problem. I just enjoy it. I go into work when she calls me to go into work. I schedules me, and I'm taking everything. I'm very blessed at the end of the day, because anything I get per hours at the end of the day, it's more money than I had this before I started the day, that I didn't have before, and that's all spending money for me and Donna. So and I'm in a good situation. If I don't want to work anymore, I just tell the supervisor I'm all done. I'm giving you my week notice, and that's it. But they hired me, and I like it, and they're very friendly people up there, and everybody comes up to me and talks to me and asks me how you look doing, and uh, we have good conversations like I'm having with you guys, and that's a good feeling when you can do that in the workplace, and you all work together, and we all get along like one big happy family, and that's the way it should be when you go into a work. So go into work, and enjoy your work when you go in. I mean, I've had some jobs where I was just totally miserable. Yeah, I'm making $30 an hour or whatever, and it's the people in there were so against everybody. They didn't want to work together with everybody, and I've had plenty of those type of jobs over the years. I'm not ever working again if I got to go through that baloney anymore. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna be posting what I eat in a day series for the beef and butter fast. What my weight was before I started, and how much I lost, and some meal ideas on what you can fix yourself up with meal ideas, and to go about doing the proper way. There's a lot of videos out there, and I'm always searching videos, what to make, uh, why you want to do beef and butter fast, what benefit are you, what are you going to get out of it, and that sort of thing. And so I would encourage you too, if you're going to do anything like that, do your own research and then decide for yourself if it's right for you. And because not everybody is going to work for you guys, but it did for me, and it continues doing it for me. I've done a lot of egg fasts before, but I don't want to do any more egg fasts because I eat them every day anyways. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a terrific Thursday afternoon, and I'll see you on the next live. Thank you for coming along at Ron's Keto. Don't forget to give me a like and thumbs up, and enjoy your day.